Hey Cypher Ninjas, it's Martina here. I am going to be talking to you about shoulder opening today for the third blog in the month of November for our Yovember special. So as you guys know, shoulders are often an inhibiting factor in a lot of movements in CrossFit. So things like overhead squats or potentially your front squat or maybe your pull-up work or other gymnastics type movements, anything that requires overhead or shoulder mobility can be inhibited if your shoulders are tight or concaving forward. It is a big deal to open up your shoulders, and it takes some interesting creative movements to do that effectively. And so I'm just going to show you a little flow that I think works really well for this purpose. So we'll start with a warm-up and then move into a deeper pose, and I will guide us through it as we go. So you're going to start in tabletop position. So stacking your shoulders right over your wrists, spread your fingers really wide, knees are stacked right under your hips, so you're at a 90-degree angle, and then your shins are parallel. And then you're moving through cat-cows here, so this is a way to warm your shoulders. Inhaling, draw your belly down, squeeze your shoulders together, and lift the crown of your head away from your ears. Exhale, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, and press the ground away from you so your shoulder blades are spreading apart. And then move through some cat-cows, maybe 3 or 4 or even 5. Squeeze your shoulders together, draw your shoulders away from your ears, crown lifted, belly dropped. Exhale, tuck your chin, round it in, spread your shoulders apart. Just a couple more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And then come back to a neutral spine. Take an inhale, reach your right arm high, gaze up to your fingers so you're twisting. And then exhale, thread the needle. Right arm comes under your left shoulder. Drop your ear to the ground. Keep your hips high. And then walk your left hand forward. So you'll see the same pose on the other side in just a moment. And just stretch through the back side of your shoulder and then the left side of your body here. Then draw your left hand back to your face. Inhale. Reach your right arm high again, counter twist. Release that hand down, take one more cat-cow. Inhale, cow, exhale, cat. Come back to neutral. Inhale, left arm goes high. Exhale, thread the needle on the other side, so left ear drops this time. And then you can see what this pose looks like. My hips are high. Reach through that right arm, option on either side to take a little half bind. So reach your right arm behind you, try to grab onto your left thigh with your right hand, or if it's the other side, your left or right thigh with your left hand. And then inhale, right arm goes high again. Hand comes down by your face, little counter twist, left arm goes high. Come back to tabletop, take one cat-cow, just a little rinse. Then come back to neutral, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Just stay here for a couple breaths. Just feel yourself pressing into your heels. Try to draw your shoulders away from your ears and let your head release in between your arms. Press through the palms, each of your finger pads. And then inhale, look between your hands, bend your knees, step yourself forward, low forward fold. Bend your knees really deeply. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up and overhead. I'm going to face you so you can see what I'm doing here. So then take your right hand, which I'm opposite to you, so it's going to look like my left hand to you. Grab your left wrist, reach your left arm high, take an inhale, and then exhale, press through your right leg really firmly and reach into your right side body. So your left side is stretching as you bend into the right side of your body. Try to keep your hips squared. Option to rotate your body towards the sky. So I'm rotating my rib cage towards the left. Gaze up. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, cactus your arms. Just release that. Inhale, reach back up. Other side. Left hand comes to your right wrist. Reach through that right hand. And then exhale as you bend into the left side. Feeling the stretch through your right side. Press firmly through your left leg. Rotate your body, gaze up. Take an inhale and exhale. Then inhale, come back through center. Exhale, cactus your arms again. Inhale, arms reach. This time, exhale, release your hands behind you. Find a clasp. Note what thumb is on top. Roll your shoulders back and down. Take an inhale, gaze up. Press your fist away from you, shoulders down. And then exhale, fold forward. You can bend your knees here. And the goal is to just keep driving your shoulders away from your ears as you're pressing your fists away from your glutes. So big heart opener, big chest opener. You can rock side to side, do a little fun movement in this pose. Let your head release, maybe let your head shake side to side, forward and back. And then release your arms down to the ground. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, one more time, reach up. Exhale, release your hands, and then opposite thumb on top. So my right thumb was on top. I'm switching sides, a little goofy grip. Inhale, gaze up, shoulders back and down, fists away from your glutes. Exhale, fold. Breathe into this. Shoulders back, fists pressing away. One more breath. Inhale, and then exhale. Release. This time, just step yourself back into a plank pose. And then we're going to move our way into a deeper stretch. It's our supine scorpion. So you can either lower to your knees or come down from your toes, whatever you want, finding your way onto your belly. And release your right arm long to start. Your left hand is right by your chest. Bend your left knee, trying to bring your heel to your glute, and then press yourself up and over so your left leg is dropping behind you, your right ear is resting on the mat. And you'll see this on the other side when I flip over, but my right arm is long like a T. Option to stay here, or for a little deeper stretch, maybe you reach your right arm behind you. You can see I'm rotating my hands so my palm is facing out. And then I'm just trying to grab towards or reach towards my right hip here. And you can stay here for maybe 5 to 8 breaths. This is a big stretch. So we did some nice warm up to get here, and now that you're here, you can kind of hang out for a little bit. And then inhale, left hand comes back by your face, roll back through center. I like to do a little rinse in between, so maybe you can take yourself through what's called a vinyasa. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, press yourself up and back. Down dog. Inhale, roll forward, and then once again, lower to your knees. Other side. So you'll see my left arm goes long like a T. My right arm comes to plant. I let my left ear drop down. Right leg bends, rotating up and over. Big shoulder stretch here. And then I'm going to take the half bind again. So I'm reaching my right arm up, palm facing behind me. And I'm just kind of reaching for my left hip. If you find that you're collapsing in this pose, so your shoulders dropping under, then just stay right here. It's just fine. Again, 5 to 8 breaths, and then make your way back out of this pose, same way you got in. Inhale, little baby cobra, and exhale, press yourself up and back, downward facing dog. And then I like to just end it all with a child's pose. So you can have your knees wide, hips back towards your heels, and reach your arms long. And then option to bring your knees together and actually just release the shoulder stretch you just did by letting your arms come behind you. So you're just coming into a little ball. Your shoulders get to fully relax. Forehead comes to the mat or to the ground. Your hands are reaching back towards your heels. And then you're done. So my shoulders feel pretty open right now, and it's a very easy, quick flow. So just a reminder that anytime you are wanting to move into something deeper, like a big deep stretch like the supine scorpion that we did at the end, you want to make sure you're warming up really well ahead of time. So doing cat-cows, doing thread the needle, those are great warm-up poses. And of course, if you do find that you're collapsing or there's discomfort that feels like pain, then come out of the pose and seek a professional advisement. You can talk to one of the coaches, or they may suggest that you go and see someone like Dr. Chris at Ball Chiropractic. So There are things to be aware of when you're moving in your shoulder girdle, but those are all pretty safe poses and ones that you can do anywhere at home. I'm in my bedroom, as you can see, and I hope that you enjoyed this little tutorial. If you have any questions, you can find me at the gym or send me an email at martina@crossfitcypher.com. All right, have a great day. Bye.